Parents made me quit school to be unpaid nanny for little brother, so I ran away. Mom now stalking me, saying they'll kidnap after failed attempt to drag me home. I'm 15 and was supposed to start my junior year this fall. My little brother Matt is 3. Both my parents work full-time. I was planned. Matt wasn't. They almost considered placing him for adoption, but couldn't go through with it. I only know because I overheard them once. The schedule started when Mom ended her leave early. She leaves at 4:30 a.m., waking me up as she goes. I watch Matt until 7 a.m. when I head to school and Dad takes over. I get home at 3:45 p.m., and Dad leaves for work at 4. Then I take care of Matt until Mom gets home. Used to be around 6 p.m., but lately, it's closer to 10 or 11 most nights. Besides watching Matt, I do all the chores. I'm in AP classes, so there's hours of homework every day. Matt has some health issues that make him uncomfortable and fussy, which means constant tantrums and very little time to get anything done. 2 things finally broke me. First, I asked Mom if we could hire a sitter so I could join after-school clubs. She said, "We don't need to waste money when we have you." 2 days later, she came home early and told me to ask school if I could take fewer classes next year so I'd have more time to help at home. Dad also wanted to switch shifts, which would mean even more time with Matt for me. I told them no. Mom got angry, saying I needed to be more understanding. I lost it. I don't remember every word, but I know I yelled, "I'm not my little brother's parent." I stormed off, grabbed my bag, and left while Mom was distracted. I called my grandmother. She and Mom don't get along, but she and I have always been close. When she picked me up and heard what had been happening, she said she understood completely. My parents called nonstop, demanding I come home, saying I should be ashamed. Grandmother blocked their numbers. She still talked to them, though. They agreed I could stay until I came to my senses. Most family members supported me. A few said I should just accept my responsibilities. Grandmother contacted a lawyer. We arranged for me to live with her for the rest of high school. When my dad found my post online, he told Mom. She went off on social media, saying I embarrassed them. It was deleted a few hours later. At a meeting with both parents, our lawyer, and my grandmother, Dad apologized. It felt genuine. Mom sat there silent and furious. Eventually, they signed over custody to my grandmother. The next day, we went to get my stuff. That's when I finally felt relief. Now I'm living a completely different life. I hang out with friends, go swimming, and read books I bought years ago, but never had time for. I'm joining clubs and even planning my Sweet 16, my first birthday party in 3 years. I help my grandmother with chores, but she gives me an allowance. I sleep better. I'm happier than I've been in a long time. Dad and I talk sometimes. Just short phone calls about school or Matt. I haven't spoken to Mom since custody changed. Last week, Dad told me Matt has been upset since I left. They hired a nanny, but both parents still had to adjust their hours. Then came my birthday party, book-themed, with everyone dressed as story characters. I was Sherlock Holmes. Grandmother hired security because some classmates had told to crash it. Near the end of the party, I went to the restroom. When I came out, my friend tried to stop me. Mom had shown up and was demanding to see me. I hadn't told anyone from my family about the party. Not Dad, not even relatives who supported me. I didn't post about it anywhere. This was exactly why. I heard grandmother yelling and walked over. Security was holding Mom back. The second she saw me, she started shouting that I was a disappointment, that she'd never let me cut her off, and that if I knew what was best, I'd come home. I wasn't scared, just tired. I took out my phone and told her I was calling the police. I said it was her choice to leave or stay, but either way, I was filing a no-contact order. She went pale, shouted once more, then ran to her car and drove off. Later, I talked to Dad. He sounded horrified and apologized again. He said he'd find out what happened. He pressured Mom until she admitted she'd bumped into another parent, the mother of one of my friends who couldn't come to the party, that Mom didn't know the situation and accidentally gave enough information for Mom to figure out where it was. Mom didn't regret showing up. She even said she thought about waiting outside school one day to bring me back herself. Dad was stunned. That was his breaking point. Huge argument followed. He's done. He's moving out, filing for divorce, and going for full custody of Matt. He's keeping the nanny, too. Even the relatives who once defended Mom are distancing themselves now. She still insists she did nothing wrong and that I'm the aunt.